you. I'm so glad that you're able to stop by.
So explain. I just added this to my stream, which means that you're going to get phenomenal traffic now.
Yeah.
So people who are just joining solely on the strength of Ron Coleman's recommendation. Explain. I know have you been up since midnight doing this?
Yes, since midnight. I'm 10 hours and 28 minutes into this.
Now, did you nap?
Nope. Oh, before the stream, I got like an hour. But like, yeah. So I took a break to daven.
You got to do that. That's true.
Yeah, which is morning. That's morning prayers. So I took a break for like an hour and a quarter where I went to shul and came back here. So
an hour and a quarter. That was because Joe doesn't spend an hour and a quarter on morning prayers, folks. if you get 35 minutes out of him, that is a good day. A good day. So but the concept here is that you're doing a live stream in honor of your daughter's impending
wedding. Yes, which is going to be at the end of next month. So today is my last day for YouTube earnings, which this is my primary source of income right now at this stage in my life. And YouTube basically collects my money for the month and then pays me on the 21st.
Well, so YouTube collects your money and then slices off a little
30%,
a little crust.
Yes.
So Joe and I both have children getting married at the end of next month.
This is true.
But I'm not as effective a social media personality as Joe, so I can't raise my wedding expenses on social media. You'll have to get sued.
Yes,
folks.
Yeah, please get sued and retain one of the greatest lawyers in the country, Ron.
Well, let's not. Best looking though. I mean, the whole.
That obviously. That part I didn't have to trumpet. That was obvious. Everyone knew that.
So Joe, so who has joined you so far on this marathon?
On this marathon, so I've had Legal Vices. You know who that is, right?
Yeah, of course.
I had Nate popped in here for a little bit.
Nate,
your client Nate.
My client Nate.
Yes.
Refugee from New York. He popped in for a minute. He's supposed to come back a little bit later again. Who else did I have here? Let me pull up I already added them into my thing. Yes. Oh, Runkle Bailey. Very nice. Very nice.
And V Radio. I don't know if you know V Radio. I don't think you know.
I don't think so, no.
Yeah. He's actually a guy. I met V Radio after I saw a video of his shortly before the Rittenhouse trial, where he's a real centrist. He's very into like researching and finding facts and then presenting what he finds. And he's the one who figured out that Josh Zeminski is the one who fired off a gun right before the first shooting of Rosenbaum, that he started the whole thing where all of a sudden he fired off a gun while Rittenhouse was
talking about Rittenhouse. Right. This is about Rittenhouse.
When Rittenhouse was running down the thing, running through the gas station, he turns around after he hears a gunshot. That gunshot was fired by Josh Zeminski into the air. But Kyle had his back to it, so he just knows there's a gun that went off behind him, and he turns around and he sees Rosenbaum charging at him. So the reason he stopped running and turned around waving a gun toward Rosenbaum is because Zeminski fired that shot in the air. So, and he basically and he proved it. Like he showed where he goes through the timeline of all the different places that Kyle was and where Zeminski was all night. And it's very evident.
Did this come out of the trial?
Not enough. He exposed this before the trial, but Zeminski was arrested because of his research. So, and this guy has 5,000 subs to this day. He can't get any. YouTube crushes him. I had him on like a couple months after the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, and he was at 2,700 subs, and I watched him crawl up to like 3,980, and then by the time the stream ended, and then when I hit refresh, I wanted to see if he crossed 4,000. He was at 2,600.
Yeah, come on. I mean,
they sliced off 1,300 people in 40 seconds.
Who unsubscribes? I mean, I can't say I'd never unsubscribe from a channel.
I'm saying in 15 seconds, they took off 1,300 people. They like literally just took off 13 out of 4,000. They took off 1,300, a third of his subs. They just like whoop gone. He ended with fewer subs than what we started with. I was
madness.
Like, it's crazy.
Madness.
Yeah, they hate him. They really hate him. So,
but you know, it's bad enough to hate him. You can hate him, but to be so dishonest, and I think that there is a fraud issue here. When you're holding out to the public, these are follower counts, these are view counts, these are subscriber counts, and we're going to monetize you.
Mm-hmm.
And in consideration for this deal, you're going to give us content, and you're going to help us grow the platform, and you're in fact going to help us generate money, because if you're monetized, then, well, even if you're not monetized, it helps. It still makes money for the platform. But if you are monetized, you're making money for the platform. And they're cooking the books.
Yeah.
They're not, you know, and I'm not really worried about the Mr. Beast stuff. I mean, someone who's that big, he's going to get good deals. I'm fine with that. But to be so, I'm talking about the Twitter thing, to be so dishonest about this and say, gosh, you know, your content just isn't interesting to people. That's why you can't get subs. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you this. When I go day by day and I pull up how many my audience, I see consistently something that's impossible to happen. No, it's literally impossible, because as you said, who unsubs, right? And I'll have periods of like 2 months where every day a different group of people, which is always invariably between like 7 and 20, will just unsubscribe. And another 7, and another the next day 14, the next day 9, the next day 17, day after day after day after day, which that is literally impossible to happen, because, you know, and this is one of the things I try explaining to my audience. The reason someone loses subs in serious numbers is you do something that upsets your base.
Right.
If you have something that's really embarrassing, or you say something very offensive, and when the way that works is right when you do that, people are like, I can't believe he did that. That's gross. I'm not following this guy anymore. And right away, you'll lose, let's say, 2% of your audience, 3% of your audience, 10%. If it's a terribly egregious thing, 20% of your audience, you'll lose and then the next day, you'll lose another 7%. And the day after that, you lose another 4%. And then you lose another 2%, and then 1%. And then basically the people are still with you after like 2 weeks. They're basically staying with you because they don't care about the incident. That's how you lose subs. It would be a massive drop and then start leveling off as the people who are going to stay true to you despite your flaw are stick around. You don't have it's got to be a different 10 people every day who are unsubscribed saying, oh, you know what? I'm unsubscribing from today. That's just not, it's not possible.
I have, whenever I hit any kind of benchmark on Twitter, I just, you know, I cracked 240.
Yep.
That's it. I'm not, they don't want me anywhere near 250. Listen, if I weren't being throttled, I'd have $500,000. I'd have $500,000 followers. There's no question about that. And so people don't like, but Joe, you have over 90,000 subscribers on YouTube, and Ron, you have 240,000. What's the problem? The problem is we put a lot of time and energy and effort into doing what you're supposed to do to succeed on these platforms, and to make them even financially. And, you know, and I'm not expecting to make a fortune from Twitter, but I am expecting to have the kind of influence that leads to referrals for my professional practice and other kinds of opportunities, media opportunities. And there's a big difference between having 240,000 and having 340,000. Yes, there is a difference. But also, why would you want to be lied to? Why are people subscribing to my feed and not being allowed to hear me because some algorithm decides to just slice it off? I know. Listen, today we are here to celebrate.
I want to show you this. I want because people wouldn't believe me. I'm going to show you. Whoa, Sorry about that. What happened there? That was not the way I wanted this to go. Oh, I know what happened. Okay. I need to be here and large. Watch this. Okay. Here's my day by day. -14, -1, -24, -11, -12, -7, 16. Every day. Every day. This is what I was dealing with.
And in other words, look, if you're going to steal money, you're going to steal money from a bank account in the hope that you don't get, or from a cash register, in the hope that you don't get noticed. You're not going to take $1,000 out one day. You're going to take $40, $30, $60, and the owner of the store will never know. That's what they do. That's what they do.
And the thing is, what's so aggravating is it's not just like it's that I should be going up by a few people every day because new people should be seeing it, and they're like, a couple of them will like it,
but they are.
Couple of them will.
Aren't you getting new subscribers while you're also losing subscribers?
Yeah, of course. I get new people watching, and so
it's so patently dishonest. Let me ask you another question. I see that you're doing a lot of spaces now.
Yes.
So what's the strategy there? Because I don't understand. Like I'm seeing a lot of my friends are doing spaces, and does that grow? That grows followers on Twitter, I guess, to some extent. Does it help you with YouTube at all, though? Because I mean,
my thought is, so I stream to Twitter also.
You stream to Twitter. In other words, your YouTube stream is also just
right
like
now.
What I'm
it's
doing.
On Twitter.
Right.
Right now we're on Twitter also.
Yeah.
Now I'm being watched on Twitter by like 10 people. You know, like literally like 10 people watching me on Twitter right now. I can pull it up and I'll see. But by streaming to Twitter, so I figure like the more people who are, especially someone new who like follows me because they like something, they like what I have to say on Twitter Spaces. So then they find me on whatchamacallit. Then they find me on their other thing, and they basically.
Okay, so you're doing cross marketing basically from platform to platform, which makes perfect sense, and there's no downside to it because all you have to do is plug in, and you should pull in some more. And meanwhile, you're also becoming better known in general. I get that.
I'm a little confused. Because I'm trying to figure out when I had a whole thing here with my. I don't know. I'm getting very confused by the gifting. See, he gifted. Debbie O, I see this. Debbie O gifted 10 Ron Coleman memberships.
Oh, thank you, Debbie. Yes, because that's on my. I don't even have 10 members, but thank you, Debbie. Because I'm streaming this on my YouTube now.
So that's what I'm saying there.
Right, because I'm trying to get myself past 10,000, Joe, on YouTube, just out of embarrassment, just because as a social media influencer, to not. And again, I've been at 10 for. I've been within 100 of 10,000 for months and months. Who's been fantastic though, helping me with that has been the whole crew over at Valiant Renegade.
Oh yeah,
big shout out to Val.
Yeah, they're great. Yeah, no. So great job, Debbie. Thank you so much. And also,
thank you.
I gotta drop this. AK Batusi. And Debbie says that she thinks you just hit 10K. So congratulations.
Oh, so this worked. Debbie, I love you. Debbie,
see? This is cross promotional.
You see? Well, that's I mean, I was gonna stop in anyway, but I said, why not, make everything, leverage everything you can,
Yeah. Yeah, heck yeah.
So actually I need to go and look in I'm not go. I've got a few minutes until my psychiatrist appointment. I mean, that's what I'm dressed up for. You don't think I have like a court date or something? I wasn't going to ask.
I thought you were joking. I was like pretty sure you were joking, but then I was like, I don't know what the heck was that? So yeah.
Well, here it says 9.99, but I guess it depends. Let's see. But whatever. I mean, we're so close we can taste it. Let's see. So
close we can taste it.
Yes, there I am. 13 are watching there.
All right.
Shut up. Okay.
Okay.
And this is again. I gave interesting. Yeah, Debbie, thank you so much. You are a doll. Anyway, enough about us. Let's talk more about us.
Yeah. So, in case you don't realize, I live 2 blocks away from Ron Coleman, and like in real life,
but in a different municipality. Okay, let's Let's lay our cards out on the table here.
This is true. Technically, he lives in a different city than I do because we both live right on the border.
That's right.
So, he's and there's a bitter rivalry between these two towns.
That's right.
There's deep animus. It's like pretty much Yankees versus the Mets. It's not quite like No,
it is. Passaic is kind of like the Mets, actually, and
yeah,
Clifton is kind of like the Yankees.
Wait, no, that's not at all what it is. Yeah. So anyway, it's pretty much.
And we go to the same synagogue, and don't think that's. Well, of course, you live next to each other. How many different congregations could a person be a member of within a 10-minute walk of your house? At least half a dozen.
Yeah. Right? There's at least 6. Yeah, and I spent 4 years sitting like a row in front of him, and I said like 7 words to him during those 4 years.
I am intimidating. It's not for everyone.
Very intimidating.
That's right.
Very, very intimidating. Yeah. No, it's like I was like, and then when I saw you on social media, I was like, I think that guy sits behind me in shul. How the heck does he have 100?
Well, what's funny? Both of our wives are always worried about what our social media activity is going to do to affect our children's prospects for marriage.
Right.
And so right now I'm down to 2 unmarried children, one of whom is engaged. The one who is not engaged is going out with girls whose parents don't even know what the internet is.
Nice.
This is deep Lakewood.
Yeah.
And the one who is engaged, on the way to the first meeting of the parents that we had at a halfway point between Lakewood and Clifton in Edison, they listened to my podcast.
Yeah, but your podcast is not something that's going to scare anyone.
Right. Well, no. Well, no. It's
not screaming about the trans. You know what I'm saying? Which, like, in our community, like a lot of them, like, it's like you just don't have the conversation. It's just like it's considered wrong to even if you're on the right side of the issue. Which, in all things related to where my community would stand on any issue, I'm completely on the right side. Right? It's not like I'm saying anything that would make them that would make them say, I can't believe you think that. But it's the fact that I'm discussing it, or the fact that I'm screaming into my camera, what the heck is wrong with that schmuck? That's the thing that scares away parents, which thank God I don't have to worry about for many years right now. Because my next wedding is my 18-year-old son. So I got a while before I have to think about this.
Well, you say a while. That's a while in our circles. 18 years old means that you've probably got a solid 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. I got 4 or 5 years.
But our kids get married. Okay, like there's none of this. My fiance, who I've been living with for 14 years, my fiance.
Yeah.
Girls, put a ring on it.
There you go. If you're giving away the milk, why buy the cow? So. Yeah, even that sort of thing. If my community heard me say that, they'd be like,
milk. That does allude to the secondary female sexual characteristics.
There you go.
A little bit racy, but the good thing is, anyone who is watching this stream at 10:45 in the morning,
they're unemployed, and they're
got nothing to say to us.
Yeah, no, and I'm like, I'm not letting my kid marry yours. So. Yeah, no, but it's I want to wish you a Mazel Tov.
Thank you. Yes, the same thing. And we will be attending each other's weddings, of course. And this is actually another subtext, another thing in our community that you guys, people who follow me on Facebook will appreciate this, because what I do when I go to a wedding is I check into the venue, and when it says, "What are you doing?" I say, "Wedding, of course." So because people who can't believe how many weddings we go to. And by the way, the number of weddings we go to is a sliver of how many we're invited to. And it's understood that you can invite a lot of people who aren't going to come, because most of the weddings these days are in Lakewood, New Jersey. And we live about an hour and a quarter from Lakewood.
Each way.
And our weddings are on weeknights. if you're lucky, you can get a Sunday, but they tend to be on weeknights. So on school nights, you're driving 3 hours plus minimum 2-hour investment at the wedding. Depending, so people tend to only really go to weddings that, you know, they kind of socially or family wise have to, but we go to a lot of weddings.
No.
We have a lot of kids, and we get them married, and they have babies.
Yeah.
And they're all better looking. The babies are all better looking than I am, which is a big blessing.
Massive blessing. What? No, don't say that. That's not true. Why when I look up Ron, you're on Coleman Nation? Is that what I'm looking? Should we looking for?
No, you want to look for Ron Coleman lawyer, but it's right there in my name.
Ron Coleman lawyer. There's Ron Coleman fitness instructor. Ron Coleman. All of them are black.
Other identities, yes. Well, most.
How did you end up with the name Ron Coleman?
Well, all right. So Coleman is a name that a lot of Jewish people have.
Is it really? Because I don't. You're the only one I know of.
You know why? Because it is an alternate spelling of Coleman. And there's also a Hungarian named Solomon, which is from Solomon. And you know, there I am. Yep. And it says 10K. What do you know? Thank you, America.
There you go.
I can die happy now. All right. And then the Ronald part. So when there was I need to refresh.
Well, that was no. She was saying about your
on the channel
9900. Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't. I mean, this is high resolution, but Ronald Coleman was a famous actor from 100 years ago. He was one of the few actors who made the transition from the silence to talking. And he was one of his best known roles was as Sidney Carton in A Tale of Two Cities. Just a far, far better thing I do than I've ever done before. Just a far better end I go to. Anyway,
you don't look nearly that old.
No, I'm not. Although I'm not nearly as old as I look. And it looks like I'm on my second wife when we're together. It's like, you know, like, okay, he's onto the trophy wife. No, she's actually the wife. That's the wife.
Yeah. Jackals says Mr. Coleman's probably right. It's one of those things. I wonder if an enterprising state AG can investigate and or class action lawsuits can come out of it. So am I going to be your lead client? Is that
you would be a good lead client, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I would be.
Let's talk about it.
If you're serious, for sure. Yeah, I definitely would be happy to. And thank you for the Good Logic membership there. Has Ron seen the new press pass? Have you seen the new press pass?
No, show me. Cool.
Look at that.
So how did you sell that? How did you convince them that you are entitled?
That I'm the elite? That I should be licensed to lie? Well, which you would think would come with a law license, but doesn't. Yeah. Basically, you have to go to nyc.gov, share with them links to 6 videos you've done where you've been reporting on the news, and then I think there's a minimal fee. Yeah, I mean it's a nuisance. You have to do it every year, and the whole form thing it's a bit of a nuisance. But yeah, I was so annoyed with the fact that I couldn't bring my phone into a courtroom. But if I was
the Southern District in particular, actually, all the federal
the Southern District, no, not federal, state. Judge Engeron said only media can bring a phone in. I said, I'm a lawyer. They said, are you press? And I was like, no. So they said, well, only press can. I said, I'm an officer of the court. So they said, well, there's a fear that you're going to start recording. I said, you think I'm going to, as an officer of the court, I'm going to violate a court order which says not to record? That's what you think is going to happen here? That I'm going to like expose my law license by and being held in contempt of courts and breach that, but you trust the media that they're not going to?
I assume that you got this, right? The official?
I showed them that.
Yeah.
I showed them that. I was waving.
So in other words, the media
outranks waving around. I'm like, hey. Yeah, the media outranks lawyers in a New York courtroom. I think that's a scoop.
And in fact, I know a scoop when I see one because I'm a member of the media. So, yeah.
Anyway, Joe, listen. It's been
you gotta fly.
I don't really have to fly, but I just feel like I'm monopolizing. You know, I mean, frankly, I'm having fun. I mean, all I'm going to do when I log off is just talk to myself,
right?
As if I were still online. But I do have a lot. I do have a lot of calls today, but the calls I have to mostly listen, as opposed to being prepared to sound intelligent. And besides, I sound intelligent just in my sleep.
Are we going to see you in Twitter Spaces? Are we going to see you like participating? I'm sure Mario will be thrilled to have you like speaking in there.
Oh, Mario?
Yeah.
I turned him down enough times that I really am. I didn't like the scene. I didn't dig the scene.
Okay.
And it wasn't clear to me what it did for me. But it is nice, when you show up at it and someone kind of famous says, "Oh, Ron Coleman's here." Maybe, and like people think that I have well-formed opinions on every legal or constitutional topic, and I don't. But do I have something glib to say? Always.
That's, by the way, that is the other thing, that the other benefit to it is. Let me share with you one moment of joy that I felt, which I can. It's a 30-second clip before you go doing more important things. That someone should. Here it is. So when you go on Twitter Spaces,
you did a Twitter live.
This is, whoa, that's loud. Sorry about that. So here we go. This is the sort of thing which can potentially happen.
Did a Twitter live the other day, and someone by the name of Good Logic jumped in. He was a speaker, and he said that he's hoping that Trump takes a more positive approach in his campaign this year. More positive, a little bit more relaxed in his visceral towards
the media and everybody,
ferociousness.
That's
towards
Patrick Bet David show. In case you, so I'm like, this, by going in these spaces, I get to interact sometimes with Patrick Bet David, Alex Jones, Matt Gaetz, Chip Roy. Like it's given me exposure to people who you hang out with them, on the daily.
Maybe some people of those I have brushed shoulders with.
Right, but I'm saying, so this way I start working my way into that sphere where it's like, okay, you know what? Patrick Bet David, I'm sure, didn't remember my name the way this guy did. I don't know how the hell he remembered my name, but the point is that if I'm doing that for like 6 months, after a while,
no, that's right. Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Start getting So, anyhow,
yes. Mazel tov again.
Mazel to you.
Everyone subscribe and then go back in a couple of weeks and check if you're still subscribed, because they're stealing from Joe. And I can't stand here over the blood of my brother.
Sorry about that. I had a button by accident. Yeah. I appreciate my brother. Wish you only nachas and bracha for you and God's mishpacha. And I look forward to seeing you Shabbos. Take care, my friend. That is the famous Ron Coleman. And I only know he's famous because anytime, like, literally people refer to him as being like the smartest person they ever met. And I'm like, I know the guy. He's smart. I'm kidding. He's really smart. He's a really smart guy and an excellent attorney. So, yeah. And I feel like I owe him a debt of gratitude, because when I first was starting social media, when I had like 300 followers, he was pimping out my videos and suggesting people follow me when he had 150,000 followers. So he was really the very first one to promote me publicly on social media. So I will always be indebted to him for that. And thank you, Malcolm. Welcome. Good morning. Welcome back, brother. He was here all night last night. Okay, so where was I? Trying. I'm going to ask you guys, would you rather that I continue with this painful attorney who's scrapping away as best she can as woeful as that sounds, trying to defend Jennifer Crumbley, or I've got like these videos that I can start going through here, which my diggers have put together and were looking for me to react to. That's the choice that you have to make. That's really what you need to decide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a quick poll up. That's the way to do this. Let's see. Come on. That's not good. All right, a little problem here. All right. You saying yes, continue with her? I'm gonna make a quick poll. I'm gonna do a quick poll. That's not it. Where are you at? Plus. More flesh class clips or more crumbly? Yeah, pretty much that's it. Okay. I'm really good with either one. Although the crumbly trial at times can be very painful. Okay, yeah. Just because you're just like, why are you so bad at this? Why are you so inept? How can you possibly be this bad? Doesn't make any sense. Have you watched Ben Shapiro, Tom McDonald's music video yet? I showed the part with Ben rapping. I didn't go through the whole video, partly because I was afraid of being demonetized, and partly because it felt kind of thievery-ish. See, that's kind of rude. That's kind of that's not nice. That's not nice. Where are we at here? So I got that. Let me check over here, make sure I didn't miss anything. That's weird. I am going to have to start a new trial within the next, a new stream within the next hour. It's 11 o'clock. I'm exactly 11 hours in now. When you hit the 12-hour mark, you need to start a new stream. So I am going to be starting a new stream at noon. At noon Eastern time. And it's 11 a.m. Which means I need to set that stream up. So let me see where my poll is at. Where's my poll? Where's my poll? What'd you guys say? All right, you guys seem to be leaning towards the short clips. All right, let's do it. Definitely leaning towards the short clips. Even though Rafe has no confidence. Okay. Let's go. Let's see how Viola did. Oh, I have audio.
If he loses.
Okay, here we go.
I'm not a Republican yet, but I will say, I don't care if they arrest him. If he loses the primary, let him debate, dude. If he gets arrested, Hannibal Lecter him out to the fuck. Here's my idea. Final debate of the year. Have one Republican candidate, one Democrat. Be like, all right, fellas, surprise third guest tonight. Fucking stone cold music, the glass shatters. He walks out. They're both gay. I think it is actually important to see how the candidates handle that pressure of debating with Trump. Every debate, he just bullied whoever was up there. The only one who did pretty good in the debates against him was Biden, just because he had no fucking idea what was being said, which actually helped him. That worked out for him. Because Trump's whole thing is he tries to get in the other guy's head. Can't get in Joe's head. Joe's not in there. Good luck, dude. Biden is Trump's kryptonite in a debate. Trump tries to drag the other guy into like a shit-talking contest. He can't get Biden. Every debate, he's trying so hard, and Biden's just... He tries. It's just, you're a loser. Your son did crack. Biden's just... What? Right, damn, dude, that's actually a pretty good comeback. You might win this thing. I'm not a Republican yet, but I will say
that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's a good one. I like that one. That's pretty good. That's pretty good assessment. See, and it's also what I like about it is it's not leaning too hard right or left. It's just making fun of the situation. I like that. I like that. We need more of that. More of that. I have my shovel and Kool-Aid cup ready, but don't see where or how to join on YouTube. Any help? There's a join button. If you see a button that says join, you hit that. It might say subscribe. You can hit that. That's where you do it. That's where you do it. But it says join. You might need to do it on a computer. Not going to kid you. Might need to do it on a computer. Let me see the next one here from Viola. That was a very solid one. Very, very solid.
I'm not a Republican yet, but I will say I don't care if they arrest.
So the recommendation of the many that you recommended family separation.
I recommend a zero tolerance.
Which includes family separation.
The same as is with every U.S. citizen parent gets arrested when they're with a child.
Zero tolerance was interpreted as the policy that separated children from their
If I get arrested for DUI and I have a young child in the car,
I would have said to her, interpreted by whom? But Tom Homan here, DHS, this is a good answer too.
I'm going to be separated. When I was a police officer in New York and I arrested a father for domestic violence, I separated that father
Mr.
from his
Homan,
family.
with all due respect, legal asylees are not charged with any crime.
When you're in the country illegally, it's violation 8 United States Code 1325.
Seeking asylum is legal.
If you want to seek asylum and go through the port of entry, do it the legal way. The Attorney General of the United States has made that clear.
Okay, so the recommendation.
Yeah. He wasted her. She got much more careful. This video is a little old. This clip is a little old. I don't know if the video is old, but he wasted her. Just decimated her. But I guess she gets an A for effort. Yeah, that one. I didn't see that guy watching it, but I don't think the guy watching it really adds very much. What we got here?
If I were to spell TWA, what would that sound like?
Twa.
Twa, right? Okay.
Twat.
What about TWE?
Twee.
Twee, right? What about TWI?
I know where this is going.
Twit.
Twit.
Hi.
That's good. Twit. Don't help
Why?
her. Don't help her.
Oh, sorry.
Twit. Okay. What about TWO?
Twoo.
No, sound it out. What is TWO?
Twoo.
Okay. Just sound it out. TWO.
Wow.
If I were to spell TWA,
All right. I knew where that was going. So, last night's short might beat the 2.5K record. If you're not aware of who this is last night on the following program, where he will clip me and do phenomenal work, better than I do. He somehow makes me look even prettier. I don't know what he does, but he does it. Let me see what you got. Let's see what you got here. Last night. That was 3 weeks ago. Well, let's see. Oh, look at this. All right, let's check it out. I'm a big fan of this channel.
I did plagiarize,
Okay,
Mr. Hartfield.
that's stealing, isn't it?
It is, and for
Okay.
that,
Oh my God. See, you're a plagiarist. You're a plagiarizer. He wanted to get that out there just to remind the judge that this woman is basically a thief, a crook. She's basically pretty slimy.
I'm very sorry, and I have apologized.
Oh, well, you apologize. So that makes everything okay.
And that makes it okay?
Oh, look at that. The best questions. He's so good at this. The best questions are the ones which, like, you don't even care what she answers. He's really good at this.
I did plagiarize,
Okay,
Mr.
that's
Hartfield.
feeling it.
Good job. Good job. I was very proud of that moment where I asked, where I basically made the exact same comment that he made a half a second before he made it. That was actually pretty cool. That was pretty cool. It's almost like I felt like I was in the room with him. It was pretty cool. Great job. Great clip there. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I recommend you all check out Last Night on the following program.
If you're a DeSantis supporter, grow a pair, get over it, and move forward to get rid of these woke leftists. And if you fail to jump into the fray, you're complicit. That's just the reality. But get over it. Get over the pipe dream. It's getting a little tiring. And I'll see you in November. We'll all be celebrating a nice Trump win. There you go. Welcome aboard. Thank you. I'm telling you, let me make a recommendation to you, brother. Okay, seriously, because I want to see your channel just soar. That's what I want. I want to see your channel soar. Seriously, find yourself some music that you just play low in the background while I'm talking. Something like that gets your heart pumping, a good bass behind it. People like that. They like that. It sort of makes them feel like they're in the moment there. That's if I was going to steal your work, that's basically what I was going to do. I would take your clips, just add some background music, something that's royalty free. You can go to YouTube and just put in, like, I don't know, bass or whatever, something like that. Or, something like, they always have in the background something that sounds like, I don't know, Marilyn Manson's Sweet Dreams, right? With like the instrumental section of that just playing in the background. That's all you need. But you can't use that because you're going to get hit with some royalty stupidity. So you just find something that sounds sort of the equivalent, but that isn't going to be hit with a royalty, and just lay it in the background as a track. I'm telling you. Try it. You're going to see. You're going to jump past me. And we're going to be looking at you and we're like, yeah, I don't get it. This guy has, like, he's clipping me and he's got 400,000 subs and I'm still stuck at 91. That's what I'm going to see. And I'm going to be like, I'm so happy for you. That's what's going to happen. I'm feeling it. I think I might just steal your work and just lay over the music. That's what I'm going to do it myself. Just be like, hey, you know what? Go prove it was you. I added the music. Oh my god. Anyway. Not loud. Don't tell me you don't like background music. Everyone likes background music. I don't want to hear it. Everyone loves background music. All right, let's see what else we got here. Ooh, I got bright in a hurry. Let's see what Big Boot came up with here.
My formerly deaf husband hearing my voice the first time after his cochlear implant surgery.
Oh, this is sweet. This is nice.
My formerly deaf husband hearing my voice for the first time after his cochlear implant surgery.
Babe, can you hear me? Can you hear my voice, babe? Babe, so happy. You've never heard my voice before. Babe.
I hate it.
What do you hate, babe?
I hate her voice.
What?
I hate it. I mean, I don't want it anymore. I don't want it anymore.
Turn off the camera.
I saw that was going. Joe Biden screams like a demented maniac. Okay. So that was going. I kind of sensed it. But there was something else I wanted to share with you guys here.
Male or female? Neither. They, them.
What?
That's their pronoun.
Okay, so how many were there?
Oh my God, one, you idiot. They're non-binary.
So does non-binary have a hole or a pole? We just need to clarify. They who? Who them? Where what? Who's who? Who's who? They, them, or who? We're having pronoun trouble again?
I was just violently attacked
By who?
by her. We were just arguing. She used offensive and violent language that violated my rights as an individual.
You all right, love? Keep going. Go. We've zapped 3 of them this morning. They're everywhere today. Were they white?
No.
Were they black?
No, color doesn't matter, you bigot.
Were they fat?
That's body shaming. Sorry.
What do they look like?
A human. That's who you're getting from me, you pig.
Okay, witness says we're looking for an angry, BO-smelling, pink-haired dog, male or female.
Neither. They, them.
What?
All right. That was not bad. That's not bad. That was not bad. That was. I can imagine that that's actually like a little too close to reality sometimes. You know, I'm just like, all right. Whew. All right. I want to see political. What do you got, political? What do you got for me here?
This is not me saying I like Trump or, I can't wait to hear Trump speak. This is me.
And okay, I think I'm going to like the political ones. Let me just see if I can up that a little bit.
Saying the Democratic Party is so weak and pathetic that they would rather suppress a message that's awful.
Oh, you're saying you like Trump. You like the Don. That's what you're really saying. You're saying you like Trump. Oh, I'm seeing what's going on here. You got a little crushy crush on the Donald. I'm seeing it. You can sit here in your denial saying, oh no. I'm seeing Anna and Donald sitting in a tree. That's what I'm seeing here. And it's got a little bit of like a crushy crush on the orange man. So you can, yeah, here we go. Let's start this over again. Tell me I'm wrong.
This is not me saying I like Trump or, I can't wait to hear Trump speak.
Oh, yes, you are.
This is me saying.
That's exactly what you're saying.
The Democratic Party is so weak and pathetic that they would rather suppress a message that's awful, that I do not think is popular with the majority of American voters, than actually, fight back against that message with policies that are more popular and more appealing to the American people.
It's pathetic that we think we can't, and hence we are trying to shut Trump up. If I was his opponent, I'd let that idiot talk all day long.
Oh, he likes him also. There you go. Cenk likes Donald. Cenk and Donald sitting in a tree.
Go ahead, Mr. Verbal Diarrhea. Tell us more atrocious things, and let me use it against you with independence. But we have total weaklings representing us in the Democratic Party. Oh, Trump, he said something mean. Well, why don't you say something back?
This is not me saying I like Trump.
I like this better. I think I like the political ones better. That's what I'm liking. Definitely liking the political ones. Definitely feeling the political ones. Thank you, Ben. Been there, done that. Theodora's wedding. Congratulations, Joe. You're too kind. Thank you. Thank you kindly. I'm definitely liking this. Let's see the next political one. Oh, so no. Ballad of Ray Epps.
A song of one Mr. Epps, such a blessed fellow was he. He marched to the front of the Capitol steps, and yet somehow he's still free. He flew far from his home in Arizona, a patriot quite proud. He skipped Trump's speech for the Capitol breach while preaching to the crowd. Let's go, let's go, let's go to the Capitol. When we arrive, we go inside, our tale will forever be told. Then one day they said, okay, we'll they'll charge him with a crime. While Enrique pays with 2 decades, oh, Ray won't even do time. No, he yapped, let's go in the cap. They'll slap him on the wrist, but 'tis a bit too late. 'Twas blatantly staged and the Patriots are pissed. Old Joey Biggs was there for kicks. He jiggled a little fence.
Okay. Nope. 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 Next one. Next one.
The reason Joe Biden is not going anywhere, if you can fog up a mirror, it's because the next person in line it's not Gavin Newsom, it's not Michelle Obama, it's Kamala Harris. She wants to be president. I read a lot of black media, and they feel she's being picked on for her so-called cackle. They feel that Joe Biden has given her thankless tasks, like getting to the bottom of the root causes of illegal immigration. And black women are the most loyal part of the Democratic base, and they will be furious if she's drop-kicked for anybody other than a Michelle Obama. And
right, Michelle Obama is the scary one. That's why Michelle Obama is scary.
Michelle Obama does not want the job. She wants to be loved. She wants to be liked. There's nothing that suggests to me that she has the temperament.
I want to send her thank you notes every Christmas for that.
She does not have the temperament to be a politician. She complained for 8 years about what it was like to be in a fishbowl of being first lady. What makes you think she wants to be a politician?
Nothing.
She likes to be wealthy and influential.
Here's the play. All Trump supporters must send warm thank you letters to Michelle Obama, but also include we would be upset with you and we wouldn't love you anymore if you ran for president.
Yeah. The reason.
Yeah, that's an interesting comment that I hadn't really thought about. I think I'm liking the political ones. It's a very interesting thought that's her temperament, is that she likes to be loved. She definitely enjoys being loved. And she would be throwing that away forever on a universal scale. Because whatever level of hate that MAGA says, or they call her Big Mike or whatever like that, she tunes that out. But if she's got to deal with anyone in the media coming after her, reading news stories, she's going to have to be on top of all this stuff if she's in the political arena. Maybe she stays out. I hope Larry's right. I like Larry. I like Larry Elder. He's good. I need more of these political clips. It's possible. Look, it's possible she liked the accolade, but wouldn't like the criticism. She didn't have to really worry about the criticism. So, and she could be afraid of the criticism. So, that's what we got to hope for. All right, let me see.
How is Trump racist?
Do you want to answer this one?
Nope, this is for you. You made the claim, back it up. How is he a racist?
He has had multiple people be killed.
Ma'am, I live in a town where there was riots. Very good. I'm glad that that's where you come from. However, who has he had killed?
He has caused his police to do it. He has militia-ized this country.
I can't
speak English because I suck at it, but ma'am.
Don't assume my gender.
What are your pronouns then?
They and Z and princess.
Princess?
How is he a racist?
I'm not going to answer you.
Why? Because you can't or because you won't?
No, because I'm pissed at you and you should leave our campus.
Oh, no. This is a free country, right? Whose streets? My streets. Today.
Yes, this is a private campus.
No, it's not. It is a public university. I just want to know how Donald Trump is racist.
Because he has had his militia, our military, be used to protect buildings against people who have been killed multiple times.
How is Trump racist?
To be used against people who have been killed multiple times. What does that even mean? What does that mean? I don't know what's happening here. Let's see what we got here.
A lot of you don't understand why Trump was so popular, but I get it because I hear it every day. He's very loved. The reason he's loved is because people in Ohio have never seen somebody like him. He's what I call an honest liar. That first debate, I'd never seen anything like it. I've never seen a white male billionaire.
I've seen this clip before, but this is a great clip.
Screaming at the top of his lungs, this whole system is rigged. And across the stage was a white woman, Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama, sitting over there looking at him like, no, it's not. I said, now, wait a minute, bro. It's what he said. And the moderator said, well, Mr. Trump, if in fact the system is rigged, what would be your evidence? He said, I know the system is rigged because I use it. I said, God damn. And then Hillary Clinton tried to punch him in the taxes. She said, this man doesn't pay his taxes. He shot right back. That makes me smart. And then he said,
yeah, that's what he said. That makes me smart. Yeah, very real. He's pointing out that this is something that people can relate to.
If you want me to pay my taxes, then change the tax code. But I know you won't, because your friends and your donors enjoy the same tax breaks that I do. And with that, my friends, the star was born. A lot of you don't understand.
There you go. I did say it just like, of course I'm going to say it like Trump. We're both from the same hood.
The government has no right to take my rights away. That's why I fly this flag that says, don't tread on me. Okay. Yeah, you know, I get it. I see where you're coming from. In that case, don't tread on me. Yeah, don't tread on me either. The thing is, we can still tread on you. You just can't tread on us. Yeah, I think that's where the confusion lies.
100%.
100%. 100%. No, the problem is that as soon as someone refers to you as he, him, you start saying, I'm being tread on. That's the problem.
Freedom? They don't mean freedom for all of us.
Oh, no. They mean it for white men, straight white men. That's who they mean it for. I know, because I'm a man, so I understand. Yeah.
Definitely don't mean freedom for you. They mean, no, freedom for me. So they say freedom of speech. Ban the books. You know, look.
No, banning books. Ban the books. What the hell? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I know what happened. I know what happened. My cord came out. You can see. I can't. That's not good. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Wow. Oh my God. What the heck? That was chaos. What the heck happened? That was chaos. I know you can see me. Why do you think I'm not picking my nose? I know you can see me. No, so what happened, in case you're wondering, what happened, my foot hit the cord, which disconnected one of my monitors, and then everything just shoved over to the other monitor. And then when it tried bouncing back, chaos ensued. Chaos ensued. Oh, Lord. Shazam. Something for the big day. Showing great stamina. Thank you. Stamina has only just begun. Yeah. I don't even know where that. I have no idea where that video went now. Oh, here it is. Okay, let's get this back up.
Everybody should have the government back off, unless it's abortion. Make sure that the woman can't have her choice.
No one says that. They say, make sure you don't kill a fetus. Never does anyone who's anti-abortion say, make sure the woman can't have her choice. They say, stop killing babies. That's what they say, which they really should be saying, stop killing fetuses. Or is it feti? It really should be feti. That's my guesses. But yeah, at the very least, if not feti, it should be fetuses. Fetuses. Stop like plunging knives into the scalps of fetuses. They never say, stop giving women choice.
Get the government in there. Make sure the doctor doesn't decide. Freedom.
This is the doctor decide. Why would a doctor decide whether or not to kill a fetus? Why would that happen? In what universe are you living where the doctor decides? Because we all know that if it's the health of the mother, the doctor does get to decide.
I ass.
The government.
Oh my gosh. Loony. What else we got here? Was this? That was Viola.
This has to be one of my favorite things about President Trump. He's not an interventionist, but he's definitely not an isolationist. Have you heard about what he did to the Wagner Group as president?
Can I tell you about the Wagner Group? We knew a lot about them when we were in the White House, because we told the president that there are 300 Russian mercenaries running around the Middle East.
I want to be one of those guys who makes shorts where I'm just like, just taking someone else's short, just sitting there nodding, and then going, and then just go. That's how I want to make my millions. That's how I want to make my millions. Sitting there just going. I can make faces. I can make lots of faces.
Least. When we told him that there are 300 mercenaries running around the Middle East destabilizing that region, what did my boss do? He said, kill them now. And we did. In a 4-hour firefight, we turned 300 Russians into red mist. And what did that diminutive KGB colonel in the Kremlin do? Nothing. Because he wet his pants. Because he's afraid of my boss.
This has to be one of my favorite things about President Trump.
It's like this guy made this clip here. That's all he did. He goes, this has to be one of my favorite things. He doesn't even sit there doing the facial reactions. He just says, this has to be one of my favorite things about President Trump. And then he can show another clip. Just, he doesn't have to like re-record it the second time. He could just do the same thing all over again. This is not work. This is not anything. This is not anything. I don't think that's fair use. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know what that is.
I oppose segregation.
Okay, well, I do too, but it's happening on your campus. Dr. Cornbooth, I'm sorry. We have on your campus something called Chocolate City, where black-only dorms, where whites are excluded. Is it okay also for whites to set up a white-only dorm where minorities are excluded?
You know, actually at MIT, our students affiliate voluntarily with whichever dorm they want to. It's not exclusionary, it's actually positive selection by students which dormitory they want to live in.
So it's okay for blacks to not make whites feel included. Is it okay for whites not to let blacks feel included on your campus? We're talking about segregation, and it's obviously happening on your campuses.
You know, I think it's really important to say that there's a distinction between sending an exclusionary message and looking to other students for common experiences and support.
Okay, and what you're saying is very simply, in 1960s, it would have been okay for whites and blacks to segregate themselves because they felt more like the people they're with.
I oppose segregation.
Okay, well, I do too, but it's happening on your campus. Doctor.
All right. I watched that whole thing though, so like.
Catalysts. What percent of our atmosphere is CO2?
Oh, I think I'm gonna like this one. I'm gonna like this one. I'm gonna like this one. I think I'm gonna like this one.
Repeat that question. What percent of our atmosphere is CO2, carbon dioxide?
About 5%.
5?
We'll go 7.
I'll see their 5 and suggest that we know that transportation causes 49% of CO2. So that's why we're all working on energy
Transportation causes 49% of CO2.
transition.
All right. So what number do you think it is?
5.
5. Do you have one, Mr. Boyd?
So we got a 5, 7, 8. I'm gonna get the high end.
All right. The answer is 0.04%. Not 1%, not half of a percent. 0.04%. It's gone up from 0.03 in the last couple of decades. This is what we're being all contorted into doing, is this tiny change in CO2. If we get below 0.02, plant life starts dying.
So we can't get below 0.02.
Panelists, what?
Yeah. These are the experts who are trying to fix our climate. The experts who are trying to fix our climate. 5, 7, 8%. I don't know. Something like that is CO2. Whoops. 49% of it is caused. Let me tell you something. 49% of it is not caused by emissions, by cars. Because if 49% of our carbon dioxide was caused by cars, then before there were cars, there would have been no plants. Which means you're reading the wrong information and presenting this as fact. So aggravating. So aggravating. I'm liking these clips.
The reason Joe Biden is not going anywhere.
This one I covered already. What do we got here?
There's a very simple explanation as to why America will never and can never be invaded.
Starting off at the 10th position, we have Iraq with 30 firearms per 100 people.
You can see where this is going. You want to know why we're not going to be invaded? Here's why we're never going to be invaded. In Iraq, they have 30 firearms per 100 people. Okay, that's their in 10th place. I got a feeling America's probably a little better than that. I think it's probably like, I'm going to guess that America is like 400 per 100 people. I'm guessing we have 4 times as many guns as people.
Moving on to the 9th place, we have Iran with 31. Switzerland at number 8 with 32 firearms.
I'm gonna guess 250 per 100.
Moving upwards at number 7, Uruguay with 32.5 per 100 people. Finland with 33 firearms secures its place in the 6th position. Reaching to the top 5, New Zealand at 5 with 34.5 firearms. Cyprus at the 4th place with 37 firearms.
Oh, you're not going nowhere, Cyprus.
At 3rd place, it's Serbia with 38 firearms. At number 2, it's Republic of Yemen with staggering 55 firearms per 100 people. However, at the top of the list, it's the land of free liberty and democracy, the United States with 120 firearms per 100.
That's it. I thought it was be twice that. 120. Come and get it. Yeah, that's right. 120 firearms per 100 people.
Making Americans the most armed people in the world.
America! That's great. That's a great job, Benny. I love it. America. Yeah, I guess it is Texas, but still. In Texas, it's 250 per 100. Whew. Awesome. That was awesome. Give me a 56-minute video here that's religious. Let me see what this is about.
I don't know how far I can go with this. I'm going to try that.
I don't need to tell me how to have sex.
So I'm going to be coming out of here changing some of my behavior, maybe.
Yeah, it's going to turn nasty. Nasty. Well, now you're getting personal. The relationship between husbands and wives has become pornography. The confusion about gender is not good. You're getting married because you're looking for love. You'll never have intimacy. Two things are killing marriages: love and sex.
I believe I have morality, but I'm not religious. But you're saying the only way to do it is through religion. I think you're setting me up for a trap.
The principles of Hasidic life are universal. You never attempt.
I'm torn about whether I want to do this now. I'm torn about whether I want to do this. Very torn about this. Very torn. And this is a good point, Don. Best of all, lefties hardly have any guns. That's why they want a strong government. That's why they want a strong government. Let's see what we got here. That's a good point, Jay Burnell. Those are the farms they know about. Oh, I forgot to. I had a few locals. Where were you? Did I put the wrong video up here? Yes, there's a few here that popped in. Was just saying, we do politics now. That was a while ago. John Rep says, Joe, YouTube only saves 12-hour streams. You'll have to break in 2 streams, 11:39. Preferred stock versus common stock says, us diggers stand ready to help you with your not culty type of cult. Holy hell, it's already 11:40. It's already 11:40. I need to set this up. Let me set the other one. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. I don't know how to do this without like being. So I need to acknowledge 2 people. First, send me money on Venmo. Actually, 3. Haley, happy 24-hour stream wedding. Thank you, Haley. I'm not sure if it's Haley or Hallie. I'm gonna miss most of everything today. My daughter is wrestling. Oh, good luck to your daughter. I'll go back and rewatch. Hope you make tons of moolah. Thank you. Thank you for everything. You're one of my faves. You're really too kind, Haley. Thank you so very, very much. Also, Sherry, dropping 50 on me. Blessings to you and your family. Congrats. You stole me from Ricada and I become my absolute fave. Thank you, Sherry. You're awesome. That's really kind of you. Thank you. And Evie says, did you see that the parents of the OnlyFans model, Courtney Clenny, were charged with evidence tampering? I did not see that. Also, Michael Cassidy, charged with a hate crime for destroying satanic statue on display in Iowa State House. If you're looking for things to talk about, I appreciate that. Michael Cassidy. I heard about I remember Michael Knowles talking about that. So, all right, this is what I need to do. I need a minute from you guys. Definitely going to need a minute here. Because what I need to do is I need to sort of identify this as part 2 and create a stream. Well, I start winding this one down. Insert. Insert. Oh, this is working very slow. Text box. I'm going to. I'll do it this way. Let's make a shape. That'll be better. Insert a shape. I'll put it in here. Where are you at? This is how we do it. Sorry, they need me to do it. They need me to do this. Pick a font. Pick a font. Why are you so slow? Pick a font. Pick a font. Pick a font. That's slow. All right, we'll pick He's Dead Jim, just because he's watching right now. And then we'll take this and turn it this way. Now we'll make this color shape fill. Make it black. We'll make the text fill something that'll stick out. So I'll pop. That's not popping. It's more popping. If we make it glow, that will really pop. Text glow, glow options. Make that white. Ooh, part 2. I don't like the text fill. We can do better on the text fill. Do better color. Text fill. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, it's not bad. Yellow? No. We do a text outline in black. That'll work. There you go. All right, we don't want to block the bride. Move this over. So the part and the 2 are showing. Make you a little thinner. Perfectamundo. And we save. File. Isn't this exciting? This is the life of a YouTube a podcaster. Save as. Why is it running slow? Running slow. Running slow. TFP. No, we're going to call this. Yeah, I always end up doing the caps, forgetting that I have all caps on and doing that. I don't care though. Just this one. All right. Now I got to set up a stream. I cannot set up the there's no capacity for me to set up a Rumble stream while there's a Rumble stream going. So I'm gonna have to set that up afterwards. But I can set up a StreamYard to set up the other thing. Create. All right, so we'll send it to X, we'll send it to YouTube, and I'm going to use copy. Copy and paste this. Let's set this up. Copy, paste, schedule for later today. PM. Upload thumbnail, Father the Bride Part 2, open, apply, and customize for each destination. And I'll add Rumble in later. I have to create that link separately, but I can't do it now. Whew. All right. Oh, I forgot. See, there's more. You think that's at the end of it. It's not the end of it. There's more. There's much more. What were you thinking? You think that's over? No, it's not over. Now you gotta go over to your YouTube studio. I'm teaching you all how to set up a video in case a podcast, in case you ever have to do this. Content, live. Oh, look, I went limited. Why am I limited? Why is this limited? Request review. You suck, YouTube. I hate you, YouTube. Come over here, on, save, come over here, edit, copy this for locals so I can create a new thing for them. Customization, subscribers, save, go there. Good logic.locals. Come over here. Part 2. 24 an hour. See? Now we're all good. Now we're all good. Oh, yes. Great call. That is a very important call. Very, very important call. I got to come to this one. Stream customization for the other one, for the current one, and change that to redirect you all over there. That's a phenomenal call. Man, that was a really good call on your part. That was such a phenomenal call. That was key. It was key. It was key. That was awesome. That was really awesome. The editing skills always means you can be called. That's true. I cannot be a call the boomer anymore. I was trying to teach Ron that it's not that hard to like make thumbnails. I'm going to tell you, these thumbnails, this thumbnail, which I don't like the way it came out. I don't really like this at all. It's just, it just feels too hodgepodgey. I don't like it. I was like putting up like all these different pictures here. Oh my God, what a pain in the neck that is. That is such a pain in the neck. Figuring out who I want to slot where, you know, was just, and then I don't like the shape of some of these. I should have probably just made them all circles, because you could just make them circles. I didn't like it. I don't like it. I'm not happy. But I gave up after a while because I spent like over an hour just getting all those faces up there. And then trying to put spacing out. Okay. I need to like sort of catch some air. I need to catch some air. So I'm going to do is this. I'm going to be wrapping this up now. Redirect you over to stream 2. Start that up at noon. Meanwhile, I'm going to set up the one on Rumble and include that in my whole thing there. That's kind. That's really kind. Thank you, by the way, for the Venmo. Appreciate it. All right. So I'm going to wrap this up, redirect you over to my second stream, set up my other stuff, and try to start this thing at noon. So I get like 5 minutes to myself in between, and no one's the wiser. And then I got to send out links to everyone. That's going to be a pain in the neck. All right, is what it is. I will see you all in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 8 minutes. Because I can't start early. But it's like 5 minutes in like Jewish time. All right. Catch you soon. Don't go nowhere. See you in 8 minutes.